Evaluation of Dr. Todd Austin's speech, The People of Toastmasters.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Toastmaster Todd, you never disappoint us with your passion. I think every speech that you have given has come from within, and how you can be so knowledgeable about so many different topics just amazed me. But you're a very smart man, and we all know that, and it was interesting talking to you the other day. We talked about interviews, and I wanted to do it, but after tonight, I'm going to do it. Mm-hmm. So you did what you were supposed to. You were supposed to persuade with power. A lot of times we all have dreams and goals that we might want to do one day, or we think we want to do, and we think they're higher on our bucket list than what we really put priorities-wise. And with your presentation tonight, I know that bumped it up on my list, and I hope that it has all of yours, because we can make a difference with something as simple as a 7-minute interview. And I know Toastmasters changed my life, and I'm anxious to get to that interview that you and I talked about, in hopes that maybe one person out there will realize that that will help them reach their dreams as well, and can take the time to join. It took me, after I first found Toastmasters, it took me 3 years to go to my first meeting. How crazy was that? But again, we just did put it up high enough on our priorities. Well, when I went through your evaluation, of course you got excellence on everything that they ask for you to do, because you do speak with credibility and back it up with facts for us to help us to understand what you're trying to get across. It asked what you could have done differently. And you spoke about your author's comments that everyone will be using electronic resources, which I agree. However, you made the comment that folks will be too lazy to read. And I think we get too busy. I listen to books on tapes because I'm in the car all the time, and I think that I can still get some of my reading in and educate myself as I'm traveling down the road. Shame on me, but that's how I do it. And I can see our younger generation is being educated that way. Their books are going to iPads, and everything is going into that electronic world. As you mentioned, the YouTube world, the social media 2.0 is how children are going to be taught several resources in school. And I think you're right on that. That's the only thing I could think of, is that you might have been able to say that so that it didn't sound like you were passing judgment on anybody that didn't take the time to do things the way that you and I were raised. But what I liked about your speech, again, was your passion. You have been a step ahead of all of us for years. You were one of the first ones to do the YouTubes, and I've seen you progress at such rapid speed in that you know, I'm still dragging my feet. I think I finally logged on as a user just so that I could say, hey, great job. I'd looked at him in the past but never took the initiative to move forward with it until just recently. And I credit you for that. You've inspired me for all of that, and especially with tonight's speech. So thank you very much, and I look forward to working with you, and especially doing the communicating on social media manuals that the Toastmasters offers. You did a great job, as always. Looked around the room, got us all engaged in everything, and as I mentioned, brought out some true experiences that put the visual, so to speak, in our minds. So thank you very much. Great job.
Thank you.